HAWA NASUHA binti ABDULLAH from SK Nanga Sikat Mukah. I will show you what I did all this while to endure this pandemic, or rather endemic. Wuhan, December 2019 was the first known COVID-19 case identified. As a kid who was at the end of the year 3 primary schooling at that time, I knew nothing about it. Still, managed to play hide and seek with my friends, plus our faces weren't still covered with masks. It wasn't until we lost our privileges as kids to follow our parents to the marketplace. We never expected that it will reach to our place, since China is far away from here in Japan. My family income had been severely affected during the first year of this pandemic. Studying has not been enjoyable ever since, and I had to cope with every bit of activity I could do at home, thinking I would burden my family even more. Nope, I wouldn't do that. Instead, I looked for ways to help my mom at home. First off, in the morning, I had to wake up early so that I could at least read something, since it's more fun than a barrel of monkeys. My mom is a great cook, and I really love what she is cooking. For this part, I think I'm not going to get in her way of making our breakfast. Instead, I offered myself as her full-time assistant for the preps. You know, chopping onions and cracking eggs, put them in a bowl. I hope it didn't slow her down though. I don't really fancy doing the dishes, but hey, I shouldn't complain. My mom stuffed me with food. How could I not, right? So, I should wash the dishes in return. Basic common sense, y'all. Oh my, I'm running out of time. I got to do the laundry now before school starts. As for me, I prefer doing it the old school style, washing them by the river barehanded. Who needs machines after all? I'm gonna get buffed in no time. Bullies out there, better watch out. Pro tips: you end the washing using clean water afterwards. This is just the process of getting the dirt off. Next up, it's time for my home-based learning. Just following the schedule that was given by my teacher earlier this year. It was hard to discipline myself at first, but now I'm starting to get the hang of it. It's challenging learning this way, and I prefer a face-to-face interaction more. Probably because I can talk to my friends, my teacher, about the topic. My teacher came by at a certain time to make sure I learned the best way possible. Don't worry, folks. The SOP is pretty well adhered to. Now, I need to run pretty fast to the chicken barn when it's finally over, because I have a family to feed. By family, I mean those roosters and hens at my house backyard. I love feeding them. They're like my pets. Like kids in town who usually have cats and dogs as their best friends. But who cares? As long as they understand us more, am I right? Well, pets are man's best friend though. They may vary in forms and sizes. In the afternoon, I usually sit by the river, breathing fresh air in the green atmosphere of Sikat. Yes, There's nothing much to do in the rural area, but here I am, standing and living, appreciating God's priceless gift, nature. At times, I'll take my drawing block and start painting whatever that crosses my mind. For instance, this art piece. Do you know that I participated in the district level visual arts competition? Although I didn't win, but I'm pretty satisfied with it. Thank you, Mr. Ahmad, for allowing me to participate in such competition. Do you know that in my area there is no internet coverage at all? But somehow one of my family members managed to find one in a great spot here. If I feel bored, I borrow my mom's iPad and start Netflixing. Here's a series that I always watch. If I Were an Animal. Do you know that in this series allows me to put myself as various animals? Back in the doll barn up till the mystical forest. I actually learned a lot on animals and their behaviors. You should try it too sometimes. Just don't become one. So everyone, it's not that bad being in a lockdown. Just get yourself busy with beneficial things. And remember, don't jump out of the window. Chill. Stay strong and stay safe. Take care.